That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. This is going to be a quick stream, about 20 minutes, 19 minutes, whatever the case might be. We're going to do that real quick. But yeah, just going over what happened last week. This past weekend, the first weekend that has mattered in college basketball all season long. In the first couple of weeks, in the first month, as you guys know, the holiday tournaments around Thanksgiving are when things usually start to at least give us a spark of heating up before conference play and things of that sort. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you're in the building, good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Let's get into it, man. Without further ado, I'm going to go to No Cap Space. Shout out No Cap Space. Those some cool people, everything like that. They were up here in Atlanta for OTE. What was it? What was the OTE thing? But they were here over the summer for that. Shout out to Instacart, you know what I'm saying, things of that sort. And yeah, this is Dawn Staley's reaction. I'll say this while the advertisement's playing. What did I want to say? The thing that I wanted to say about this was I watched the first half, and it was a 22-point game. I fell asleep in the second half, and then I saw they lost by 17. So that's kind of what I got from this game. It just looked like UCLA kind of just outperformed them. Also, another thing I wanted to say about it was UCLA is always kind of this entire Kiki Rice era. It's been like they have talent, and it's just like they never get it done in the big games. They always beat everybody else that they're supposed to beat, and then it comes to a top 10 ranked opponent. Like, just think about some of the games over the years, like the Oregon States or the USCs when Juju first got popping and everything like that. Like, it's just always been a thing with them that they couldn't get over that hump and win. But every single year they've added some more talent. Last year they brought in Lauren Betts. This year they brought in Janiah Barker, and both of them played a great role. They played great ball yesterday in the win over South Carolina. And I don't know, you saw the things pan out the way that they panned out. With that being said, let's get into it.
Coach, what about that first half that UCLA put together that gave you so much trouble? What were they able to do that kind of just controlled the tempo? They controlled every aspect of that first half. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, that's what they did. You answered your own question. They played well. I mean, they were hitting on all cylinders. They actually executed our game plan to a T. I thought we did a great job on bets, but we got killed by everybody else, and we'll learn valuable lessons. I like what we did on bets. And then we got to figure out how we control everybody else and not allow them to get as many open looks. I mean, they hit open looks and hit contested looks. It was a great game, great atmosphere, and a great opportunity for UCLA to knock us off.
Sanders from the left will come to Doug.
Excuse me, started with their defensive intensity. It felt like maybe they set the tone early with the way they were trying to smother you.
They got it going on both sides of the basketball.
Also, a quick little intermission. I'm sorry for pausing. I know somebody just tuned in. I do want to say this. I think you also have to look at this. South Carolina won about 40-something games in a row, maybe 42, 43 games in a row over the course of like a season and like a little bit of change the season before and stuff like that. And I think you have to, once again, acknowledge, and I ain't sharing this at this point, but it's the truth. You have to acknowledge and salute UConn and Gino Auriemma and CD for what they've done up there in Stores for 100+ games in a row. Like, that is crazy. Like, this 40-something games in a row that South Carolina did was extremely impressive. Last season, I did not have them going undefeated, and they did it without losing the entire freshies. They still went undefeated, won 30-something games in a row. For them to win 40-something games in a row is sensational. But to think about that and put that in perspective of UConn winning 100-something games in a row is what the heck are we talking about, man? Shout out to Gino and shout out to UConn once again. But shout out to South Carolina for their own win streak and stuff like that. 40-something games is crazy, especially when you lose a whole starting five.
we didn't adjust. I thought we would cut their lead to 7 with the ball. Mr. Chippy in the paint could have been a run for us, but they never let us really back in the game.
Doug, go ahead.
Hey, two-part, just coach sometimes go, hey, coaches kind of go sometimes, hey, I did see something like this coming based on practice and how you played earlier this season, so that's something you thought maybe things were going where you want them to be at this point. And secondly, playing a game like this is to help for you expose things that you need to work on for obviously matches later in the season.
I mean, you play the game. Obviously, we knew we were going to play a really good UCLA team. Didn't anticipate them shooting the way they shot the basketball. But yes, it's a great, I thought some good stuff came out of it, like some really good stuff. I mean, stuff that, obviously our shot selection is something that we are dealing with on a daily basis once we get that under control. But I thought we had some really good contributions from, people that don't play a whole lot, that we can probably give a little bit more minutes to. We'll figure it out. I mean, we're in transfer rate. I mean, we're in transition from having a dominant big to not having a dominant big, and figuring out how we can incorporate our big scoring the basket.
Hey, yo. She not lying, but dang, did you? Hey, the truth hurts sometimes.
A little bit, so we'll figure it out. We gotta get comfortable with it. Our bigs have to get comfortable with doing it a little bit differently. But I think it was great for the game. Just told our team this is our second loss in 2 years, so no, it doesn't feel good. But yes, we have to figure things out, and we will.
Alexa, and here in a second.
Just on that note, you just mentioned the team isn't used to necessarily losing that much. So what was your message to them after the game, and what do you want them to take most from this experience, and feeling like it does feel like it's not as much?
Yeah, my message was this is what we usually do to teams. It doesn't feel good when you're on the receiving end of it. But you also know you got beat by a great team, like executing on both sides of that. It's beautiful basketball by UCLA, beautiful on both sides. Like I can't, I'm on the opposite side of it, but you can't help but to love up on it because it was fluid on both sides of the ball. They wanted it. I thought our kids fought.
Hey Arnold, real quick. This is the backcourt that y'all told me was the best backcourt in the nation. So it shouldn't matter who was there. And salute to the backcourt. It's a great, outstanding, extremely talented, and deep backcourt with Tessa Johnson, with Lay, of course. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got an extremely deep backcourt. It's just not the best in the nation, and that's okay. We saw the best, one of the best in the nation this weekend in Notre Dame. Them jokers, hey, ain't no play. I tried to tell y'all jokers, y'all gotta be a hater. Hey, but look, hey,
But we
Juju and
ran
AZ still the best though.
Here, and then we'll come on to this.
Burnout. We all experience it at some point.
Brother.
It's so.
All right, hold on. I'm about to skip this one. Hey, shout out No Cap Space, but I'm about to skip this ad.
Hey, Coach. You have a lot of experience playing against Janai Barker in the SEC. I'm wondering what you thought of her performance today.
Arnold, you aren't the only person to say this. I also want to address this one. Some people, a lot of South Carolina fans I've seen are saying, forget seniority, go with the best players in the starting five. And I feel like that makes sense. It makes complete sense. Like I agree with it. I see the sentiment and everything like that. The thing is, if you do that, is Dawn happy with those players? Because from other South Carolina fans, it sounded like Dawn wasn't happy with any of the members on the team right now, whether it's their effort in practice, whether it's what she's seen in the early games. She doesn't like what a lot of the players are showing right now. And that's the reason why the starting five is what the starting five is. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
He's fit in this UCLA team.
Great. I mean, great. Janai Barker was a great addition to their team. I thought she played real disciplined. Like there's no wiggle room for her to do anything else besides do what the coach asks you to do. And once she does, it produces big wins like this.
On the left side of the green.
You mentioned that you guys did a pretty good job on Lauren. What is it about Lauren that makes her so unique and just really challenging person to play against?
yeah, you gotta, I mean, she commands so much attention, not just the player that's guarding her. Everybody else has to sink in on her ability to just be super efficient. Let me see, how efficient was she? 5 for 8. What's that, y'all? What percentage is that? 62 is not 79. We wanted it under 50. But even with her being under 50, everybody else, I thought Elena did a really great job. Really great job. I mean, it was fun watching her on film. I was hoping that she would come off the bench and not get as many minutes, but she's the one that really was really, really impressive.
Coach, obviously there's ups and downs when it comes to winning and when it comes to losing in college basketball. And you're kind of building like a budding dynasty in South Carolina. And I was just curious on your thoughts on Gino Rama just breaking the all-time winning record for coach.
Yo, crazy timing on this question. Crazy timing on this question. Hey, coach, I know you just lost, but what did you think about Gino breaking the record? I know you just answered this question at practice a couple days ago, but I wasn't watching because I don't follow the team. I live in LA. So can you answer this question once again for me, even though you just lost a game?
Have been servant leaders in our sport. They've been the gold standard in college basketball, and for someone that's dedicated their lives to young people and to our game, it's only fitting. It's only fitting that they're the ones that's holding the throne of being the winningest coaches in our game.
You're on the right coach.
Dawn answered that gracefully. She answered it the same way that she answered it the last time, except for at the last time she said, they said, are you ever going to take that number one spot? She said, I don't know if I'm going to be coaching long enough to take that spot. I thought that was interesting. Not that many people talked about it, but it was just something I noticed. You know, you read between the lines. Sometimes people will tell you what they're really feeling. Betts, Spears, Flage, Hidalgo, and Beckers are the best players in college basketball. My early first-team All-Americans. It's a pretty great list, Arnold. I'm not going to lie to you, my boy. Lauren Betts, shout out to Lauren Betts, man. Former number one prospect coming out of high school. Pretty solid, kind of limited minute season. Her first year at Stanford, got hurt a couple times, if I recall correctly, transferred to over last season to UCLA and had a little adjustment period working with Kiki, how that dynamic was going to work. But she seems like she's got it going on now. Like people talking about, oh, that's the best big in the draft. So, hey, shout out Lauren Betts, bro. Is she going to Golden State? Is she going to last to number 5? I don't know if she's going to last to number 5 anymore. I don't think it's a given. I think it was a kind of a preseason prediction that she would be available at 5 or Golden State. I don't even know if that's going to happen now.
You said before the game that you were concerned that your players were playing maybe a little too carefree or they didn't feel any pressure. Did you notice that today? And what most impressed you about the way UCLA defended you?
No, our players can focus in on a game like this. I thought we had really, really good prep days for this. They were locked into it, felt good about it. Yesterday, our last prep day for it. It's the other games. It's not that doesn't have a number next to the team that sometimes we get a little unfocused. But you know, taking a loss will help us focus on anybody that we play. And then what was the second question?
What most impressed you about the way UCLA defended you?
I mean, they were relentless. They didn't allow us to get any clean looks. They ran us off the screens. I mean, they did a great job of just locking in and playing 40 minutes of locked in defense.
We'll finish right here with some rep.
Can you give your thoughts on Tessa Johnson, the way she came in? She did a step up for you all in the first half.
I mean, Tessa's a player.
Charles asking right here. I don't know, man. I mean, I think NIL makes the game a different game because I think traditionally you'll be like, her stock is higher than it's ever been in college and go take the money right now while you can. But at the same time, it's like she can make the money at UCLA, just a little bit of money and things of that sort, some type of money and get to play with baby sis. So I don't know, but I do think it's a chance that Lauren does leave this season just off of the, her stock is higher than it's ever been this year. And do you want to ruin that next season? I don't know. But she might not care because of NIL money.
Obviously, she knocked down some threes for us to get us a little bit of momentum. But we needed a lot more than Tessa today. But proud of Tessa. Tessa's a player, that is going to have an extraordinary career for us, and look forward to helping her continue to develop.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, child coach Dawn Staley. Shout out to
Why is everyone
No Cap
spiraling
Space. Hold on. Give me a second here. Shout out No Cap Space, man. Give them a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to No Cap Space. Good people trust and believe. I met them in person. Where are we going? I only have a couple minutes left, so I'm gonna go. Let's do this. Let's go to the drama. Let's go to the drama once again. So Fly J Mama posted the eye emoji. When South Carolina lost, she posted the eye emoji. And then she loves stirring up the pot, man. Shout out Miss Kia, man. Momager of the year, man. Shout out Miss Kia. All family, all here, man. Big Four family. Here we go. Hold on, let me see. I think Betts will stay, and She Beards, Bud, and Fly J will be lottery picks in 2026. That's a great prediction. That's a great prediction, Arnold. Because like Charles said, I gotta give my credit to Charles. She might want to play with her sister, who don't want to play with their siblings and things of that sort. You see what's going on around and around. But yeah, I don't know. So you also have Fud staying. He also has AZ staying. I think things are getting a bit interesting. I don't know if AZ stays. If UConn wins the national championship, AZ gets healthy and gets back full playing speed and everything like that come conference time, and then, and they win the national title, I don't know if AZ stays. I think her and Paige both leave. That's just me. And y'all already know how I feel about Foe. I think Foe is the number one pick. If she waits this season and comes out next season, I think she's the number one pick next year. Because I think it's kind of Paige this year, Fly J next year, Juju the year after that. That's just kind of how I see the number one picks going. But speaking of Big Foe and family, Miss Momager Kia Brooks, she put the eye emojis when South Carolina lost. And then everybody started piling on her. You're such a cloud chase. I hate you. I hate Fly J. How's Fly J going to do against UCLA? And then someone put, well, since you asked, and they put Fly J absolutely obliterating UCLA last season and stuff like that. But anyways, do you guys realize that the engagement from last night's game and tonight's game goes in the database to tallies numbers? I guess the last night's game was Notre Dame and USC. And USC wasn't ready. I know I put it in the title. I'll be talking about it. I ran out of time. I got to go to work. Numbers that show the interaction performance that will help market women's basketball and women's sports. Numbers that help sell out arenas and jerseys because the excitement is there. 100%. Super fans are on the edge of their seats. The tweets and posts from all social media platforms from the angry and joyful fans now coexist. So when they go to the roundtables, there are no disagreements. These numbers are the numbers that will eventually get all of our girls paid what they deserve. Women's sports is coming up, and I'm so honored to be alive to see it all unfold. I don't mind being the bad guy for what others don't understand at the moment. But just know it's happening, and no one will be able to take this from the generational talent that is being displayed on these stages daily. I love y'all for free. Let's go, ladies. Kia Brooks, I am a number girl. Keep the posts coming. Run them girls. That check is long overdue. Hey, what they say over there, Fly J and her team? It's a situation. It's a situation. Oh, we got some more takes. Betts over Fly J, number one, easily. Stop it. Stop it, Arnold. I don't know. Stop it. Stop. We not doing that. We not doing that, Arnold. We not doing that to Big Foe. No, sir. No, sir. Fly J she's showing off. Fly J, I seen Fly. Well, y'all already know. Y'all know on the channel, everything like that. Y'all could go back. If y'all new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. My name is Rashad Milligan. Y'all seen her back in high school going crazy with the bucket, scoring seamlessly, making crazy passes. Her offensive package is crazy. Her offensive bag, Fly J's offensive bag is second to none, bro. That some of the best offense I've ever seen in my life. She gets to LSU. She has to be more passive her underclassmen seasons. All right. Angel Reese leaves. Okay, Fly J, The keys are in your hands. We are seeing what we are seeing right now, leading the SEC in scoring. We've seen flashes in the tournament when she had Angel Reese, when she had Anissa Murrow, when she had Haley Van Lith on the team. These are all elite scorers, and she was still getting hers. We saw what she did as a freshman in the tournament, still getting hers. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go with that, bro. I can't go with that. And salute to Lauren Betts. Like I said, number one prospect coming out of high school. She's starting to dominate once again. Her second season at UCLA. You can't ignore that. She's a big. You can't tease size. She's a great big. You can't ignore that. At the same time, bro, Fly J, she's like that. And she has hard work, so she's only going to continue to get better and better and better each and every single year. That's what we've seen so far. That's what you're going to continue to see in the WNBA. I think, hands down, she is the number one pick, bro, next season in 2026. I think it's Paige Bakers this year, 2025, 2026. If Fly J says she's the number one pick, bro. 2027 is Juju Watkins, bro. But, yeah, that's all I have. I actually have more. And things, the stream was starting to get lit. I appreciate all of y'all for participating and stuff like that. It got lit for a little second, but I have to go to work and I need my check. Here we go. Best is at, yes, yeah. She said Miles better than someone like Cardoso. There was no need to call out Cardoso like that. Cardoso's a decent big. She's a decent big with great defense, great timing. All of those things, you know what I'm saying? She's, of course, working offensively and improving game by game. She kind of needs opportunities and stuff like that. Like you said, Betts has the skill and stuff like that. I've seen her game. You know, she can pass, she can handle the ball, everything like that. She's a good basketball player who just happens to be big. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Fly J's offensive bag is second to none. When Fly J is in her bag, her offensive bag is second to none. And I want people to understand that. You might not understand because Kim Oki's system doesn't allow you to just go off of 50 points. It's kind of like over there in South Carolina, Dawn Staley isn't going to allow Lay to just go off for 50 points. But her bag is crazy. Watkins got beat and outplayed by Hidalgo and Bakers, by the way. Overrated. Athletic, but can't shoot or facilitate like that. Juju Watkins gets face guarded 100% of the game. It's on USC's teammates that they brought in from the portal, those 5-stars that they recruited out of high school. It's up to them to open up the floor once again for Juju Watkins, which was supposed to be the case originally coming into this season, and it hasn't happened yet. And salute to Kennedy Smith. He'll up, get back quickly, but I don't know if Kennedy Smith was that big of a difference that we saw on Saturday against Notre Dame. So Hidalgo, that joker, a dog. Olivia Miles, she's a dog. Sonia is a decent player. She's going to be a good pro as well. You know what I'm saying? The big three at Notre Dame did what they had to do, bro. And the bigs at Notre Dame. Shout out to the bigs at Notre Dame as well. For USC, someone is going to have to step up to open up the game for Juju because Juju can't get face guarded the entire game. It's just, you're going to see what you saw on Saturday. She still ended up with what, like 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists or something like that. Some crazy stat line like that. But if you watched the game, you saw that she struggled throughout the game. You know, she only had a couple and ones and stuff like that. She tried to get herself going. She could never get going. But she's being face guarded the entire game. The USC teammates are going to have to help out Juju Watkins or it's all going to be a catastrophe. Hey, look, the chat is lit. The stream is lit, everything like that. But I have to leave because I have to go to work. You guys take care of yourselves. I might stream tonight after work or something like that because this was crazy. Until next time, my name is Rashad Milligan. As always, this is the road to 5K subs. You all take care of yourselves.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
Brandon, we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.